Benvenuto to the train station of Orte in Italy. It's your art escort. I just left the Biennale di Chianciano 2011. It's been an amazing week. It's been amazing. This video, we're going to talk about bad behaving artists. I'll have some other videos, but we're going to start with that because, and you'll hear some train noises, so I apologize, and we'll just pause and move around it. When I got to the station, there were artists that were talking. Everyone was loaded up with their stuff to get on their trains, and the first group of artists were having good, positive conversations, interacting with observations and things that they saw. Then I got on the train, and I'm going to try to keep these artists anonymous. The first artist, although the first artist was very positive towards me, and even the second artist was very positive towards me, the first artist just went off in a rage fit with everything they were unhappy with about the Biennale. I tried to get the first artist to slow down, to separate out the issues, instead of making what I call global, sweeping, negative comments that just show me that, you know, how much value can I pay on your complaint if you make these we always, they always, everyone, you know, these global, everyone agreed, you know. No, that's not true. You're telling me that. My experience did not reflect your experience, but stop the nonsense and just let's be specific. Also, my feeling is, let's take a look at some solutions. If you're going to make the complaints, maybe give me some ideas of solutions. Several of the complaints were very bogus and stupidaggini, as we say, stupid things that there was no value. Oh, my name wasn't next to my work of art. Well, then get your name next to your work of art. There's 500 pieces. Kids are coming through the gallery. Anybody can pick your name off. There could be mistakes. That's not a big deal. Okay, move on. And we got to other complaints that when I went through them all, there had been some artists that maybe didn't read the prospectus, didn't read the website, didn't really do what I would call their homework on what were proper expectations and what were your responsibilities. So, I think I'm going to make another video that's going to talk to artists about accepting responsibility and stop blaming everybody else. Because the truth is, you know, some of these complaints could be easily fixed. You could take them under your control. You could modify them and just adjust them to become part of your program. You know, they didn't have name tags. Big deal. Make your own name tag. Make it nice and make sure you put it on so then you have a name tag. You know, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. I know when I was an artist, I had taken my art and had my art printed and made on homemade jewelry. So when I talked to people, I was always able to pick up my necklace and say, oh, see this tiger? See these tigers? Look, it's my art. There's a lot of things you could do. So a lot of it was really stupidaggini, stupid little things. The complaint as far as media, I do think that although there was media there were several TV stations and newspapers. I think that that's something that could improve. I don't have a problem with that one. As far as 300 galleries, clearly the artists that did complain had not read the prospectus. I call it a prospectus for my stock brokerage days. I don't know what it's called. The Biennale made an offer to every artist saying, bring a gallery or two and we'll pay for 1 to 2 nights stay, but they need to be a valid gallery. So if there was 160 artists there, then at a minimum there should have been 1 gallery per each artist, which is 160 galleries. And then the rest of the galleries through marketing, oh, here comes the speakers at the train, their responsibility to bring other galleries could have been from the Biennale. The issue, I can tell you from personal experience, coming as your art critic before the Biennale, as soon as the artist recognized my position or title, I could see them turn sweet, turn friendly, some were aggressive. They went after me like flies on a horse poop, which is okay, good for them. Good for them. I would do the same thing, but if there were more elite gallery owners there and they were flagged out with tags, I really don't think they would have liked that. Some people want to be more reserved or private, so I think it's an area. It was an attempt this year to see how it would go, and it'll continue to be something that we'll look at. You know, they'll look at, not me, but you know, if you get a chance to get a video interview, it's your chance to sell yourself. It's your chance to sell your art. It's a chance to sell your story, not sit there and bitch about what didn't meet your expectations. I mean, is that really, if that video of you gets published on YouTube, gets published on TV or somewhere, is that really how you want to use your 5 minutes of fame? Doesn't seem to me like it's the smartest thing to do. Bring your own marketing materials. Some of the artists had fantastic pieces. Others brought their entire life's documents. And the truth is, I don't think people want to see all your documents. I saw some beautiful books this morning, and then maybe on another video I'll talk a little bit about that. What I saw is that the ones who maybe arrived angry or nervous with really high expectations of others left with their expectations not being met. For those of them who arrived with really accepting responsibility for their own being there, inviting their embassy, their dignitaries, bringing their mate or their friend, here goes a train, we're going to hear squeaks, bringing their friend or their mate, their video cameras, their laptops, so that they took it as an opportunity, because I was there to interview anybody who wanted to be interviewed, and if you had your own camera, I could do the interview for you. The problem is I don't have enough space and on all my stuff, and the truth is I get sick enough that I can't, you know, after this week of excitement, I'm probably going to be in bed for 3 weeks doing nothing, because I've had, my heart started going off again today, and I can only pace myself. But for those of you who brought your own equipment, I would be more than happy to assist you. All right, let's do another one, and we'll talk about some more of artists behaving badly, and maybe we'll even go to artists behaving good. We will. But for those of you who behaved badly, brought complaints without resolutions, picked on every single thing, always saw the negative on everything, didn't have your expectations met, part of me would say, A, maybe you didn't do your research, maybe it wasn't the right Biennale for you. B, I suspect that this is an issue in your life that you need to look at. You lost an opportunity with me that, for example, some of these artists that perform that way had a chance. If they had brought their own video equipment, I would have been more than gracious to do interviews with them. And I actually use my equipment to do interviews with some of them, and they turn the interviews negative. So I kind of really think it might be some of your issue. There's always things we can improve, but not with your way of communicating. I'm sorry. And you pushed me hard enough on the train. I was caught in a caboose where one of you was in the caboose to the left and one was in the caboose to the right and sought me out, and there's nowhere I could go. And I tried to listen, but there's areas that could improve, but not with the way you presented yourself. I'm sorry. So, you know what? I think in the future, I'm going to call them artists behaving badly. And when I meet you, and when you come after me, I'm sorry. If I start smelling shit on your behavior, I'm going to call you on it, and I'm going to dish you, and I am going to separate from you, and I am going to move from you, because I don't need you robbing my energy. I've got enough things in my life that I'm trying to move forward and being positive on. So let's do another video, and let's talk about artists behaving good. Okay? Ciao from Orte.